Well, good afternoon and welcome to another camping video. This will be the first one for about a month for me. What with holidays, one thing and another, I've just haven't been out camping. And new shelter for tonight. Far as I know, this will be a first for YouTube. I've had a good look and I can't see anyone else use this yet. It is a new shelter and I've been lucky enough to be sent one to try it out. So let me move the camera and give you a bit of a wider shot of this little kiddie. There we go, that's tonight's accommodation. Now I'm calling it a shelter because it's got no floor in it. I like to think to be a tent you need a floor. So it is a shelter, but it's very tent-like. It's got some very unusual features. I'm not going to go into massive about it in this video because I want to use it a few times before I'll give you a real good impressions and so on and so forth. But I mean, the first thing that strikes me, loads of room, absolutely loads of room. I've brought the cot bed, I've got my chair in there, there's room to cook in there and all that sort of thing. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I've got my door rolled up at the side here. You can of course undo that, zip that side completely down. Opposite side does exactly the same, so you can have them both rolled up or both pegged out or both completely shut, whatever suits you, and of course the weather. Now the strange thing that's going to be about this camp is Nick from Hill Zero, who has kindly supplied this to me to try out. He knows Mark and I camp together quite a lot, and he knows Mark. He's already sent some gear for Mark to try out. I'll show you over here. He sent one to Mark as well. And I've got twin tents. Now I've got my door rolled up mainly because Mark's got his pegged out. So I just thought, you know, show the difference. He's got his door out, and I mean you can see it's huge space out there. It's almost like having a tarp stuck out the front of your tent.
Massive, isn't it?
Yeah, plenty to you know, shelter under. You know, two people could sit under there, cook under there, no problem. And of course you could do exactly the same on the back side as well. You could open them both if you wanted a lot of space. But yes, so Mark and I are both trying out this Hill Zero Scarecrow for the first time on the same night. And just before someone asks, there's always one that asks, why Scarecrow? If I can get you in here, the pole system that props it up there, it looks a bit like a scarecrow. And that's what I'm assuming anyway. It's quite easy to put up, and for its size, it's not ridiculously heavy either. And of course it's in Nick's painted sort of tiger stripe camo. I do believe you can get it in a plain green as well, but he's sent us both the tiger stripe version. So yeah, that'll be accommodation. Now, as we're both here with the same shelter, yeah, it's sort of given us an opportunity to have a real good look over both sort of thing and the pros and cons and this, that and other. And at the moment, we can't see any negatives, can we?
No, not at the moment.
No. It's good space inside.
Loads of space.
Yeah, you know, easy sleep too. It has got a stove jack, so you can make it into a hot tent. Yeah. Then I think you'd be one person, you know, sleep one end, stove the other. But other than that, it's a two-person size.
Both sides open like this.
Yeah, you've got this huge canopy, which you can do on both sides, or close it right up, or roll it up like I've got mine at the moment. Yeah, we can't sort of fault it at this point in time.
No.
The only question that I had earlier was, there's no air vents. Maybe it won't need them, I don't know.
It is a big space.
Yeah, it's a large space. So I think you said you can leave yours open, aren't you, tonight?
Yeah.
Mine, I'm deliberately going to close it right up, zip it tight shut, and we'll see if there's any condensation in the morning. Size of the space? Probably not.
No.
But it'd be an interesting test anyway. But, no.
I'm happy with mine.
Yeah, quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I do.
Plus, I really love this camo.
Yeah, oh, yeah, your camo's cool.
People who watch my channel know I've got a thing for this camo
absolutely.
that he does.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. While I'm thinking on that front of the camo and so on, Nick from Hill Zero, if you're watching this, a thought for you. I love your tents. I love your camo. Why don't you make a tarp out of this? It's simple to make. You've got the waterproof material. You're good at doing the reinforcing and all that sort of thing in the corners and so on. So yeah, big piece of this, 3 meters by 3 meters, loops around the outside. I think it'll make a great lightweight tarp, because it is light material, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It'd be a really seriously light tarp, but still waterproof.
Yeah.
And a good camo. So yeah, Nick, if you're watching, there's a thought for you. About making a tarp out of that camo. God, it's a knotty bit.
There it goes.
Well, the fire's lit. We've obviously processed some wood. All the jobs are done, so we can have a sit down now. We're right for time anyway. It's 4:45, so sit down for a little bit and think about some dinner in a minute. A little bit out of routine. It's been such a long time since I've done a camp. Well, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but the rain has started. A bit earlier than forecast, so doing dinner a little bit early really. I'm not starving hungry, but stuck underneath here. I might as well do something productive, and at least it's going to be a good test for the shelters, isn't it? See whether they stand up to the weather. I have no doubt whatsoever. The other tents from Hill Zero we've had out in the pretty heavy rain before with zero issues. This is exactly the same fabric, just a different shape, so I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, it's nice to have a bit of rain for a bit of testing, but for now I'm going to get on with dinner. The other thing that I'm trying out on this camp for the first time, Armitech. Now this is a general purpose torch, I suppose you would say, but it comes with lots of accessories. The band to use it as a head torch. It comes with a pocket clip, all manner of things, but I'll do a proper video about it after testing. This will be the first trip out for this, and of course because I'm camping primarily, I've got it in the head torch holder, so I'll be trying out this as well tonight.
snoring.
Oh, blimey. Full moon.
There's a squeaky fart.
Had indigestion. Oh, dear me. Right, we've had our dinners, we've had our beers, and it's just sitting by the fire time. I don't think I'm going to be late to bed tonight.
No, me neither.
I've had some real rubbish night's sleep just lately, so hopefully as a change of environment I might get a better sleep tonight. I mean, it's only, where are we? About 8:15, something like that, I don't know.
Still early, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still early, but I'm not going to be late. Sorry about the lighting. I haven't got any of my lanterns or anything with me. I've literally got just the one torch, that head torch. So this is as good as the lighting gets at the moment. It's not late. It's about 9ish, something like that. But it's starting to turn really cold. The wind's got up. It keeps trying to rain. So I've come to my little shelter, into my scarecrow. And I'm going to sit and just read for a little bit, although it won't be for long because I am tired. So yeah, little bit of reading, and then I'm going to get my head down and get some sleep. Good morning. It's about 7:30. It was quite cold overnight. Didn't freeze, but it was just above freezing. No problem in the shelter here in the scarecrow. It was quite warm, mind you. I did have my winter sleeping bag, which never lets me down. Plus being on the cot bed, of course, I was up off the floor, so that was always a bonus. And on top of the cot bed, I don't know if you could see it earlier, I just had that like zigzag foam thing laying on top, because I don't really need the comfort on the cot bed. It's quite comfortable on its own, but it makes a huge difference for heat. Even sitting on it now, I can feel it warm under my bum. It really does well for a simple thing. So the combination of them two worked fine last night. I was lovely and warm. Just, you know, slept in a t-shirt. It was no problem at all. The little head torch, well, not little, quite big head torch, Armitech thing. That was good. I had some testing with that. Went and had a wander in the woods. That was nice and bright. Didn't need it on full power. I had it on its, you know, low setting for most of the time, and on low it's like an ordinary headlamp, so that was fine for camp duty. Got the kettle on, just waiting for the first coffee in the morning. I'll get back to you in a bit. Now it's a bit difficult to film inside here, but I thought I'd just give you some sort of idea of the space. I've got my door open. Stuck my chair in last night. There's enough, more than enough headroom. You know, you can sit in the chair at night. Where it goes off into a corner there, almost like a vestibule. You can use that for storage. Loads of space around the back. Cot bed's down one side, and actual sort of floor space going out to where the door shuts. I'd probably had, it's probably 6 feet from the edge of the bed to where the door closes, and across there probably 8 feet, so sort of 8 by 6 floor space, living space. I put my Bergen and bits and pieces in the other little corner there behind the pole, so it's a huge amount of room. There's the stove jack if you want to run a hot tent and a stove in here. So yeah, massive amount of room. I'm not used to having all this room. It's quite impressive, especially for the weight, because it's not heavy. Good stuff. Right, that's me pretty near packed up. I've done all the contents, as it were. Just got to take the shelter down. So thanks for watching. Bit of a mixture to this video, really. I'm out of routine. I will try better next time. Okay guys, I'll see you soon.